In today's weekly recap, we're going to look at the top prospects from the 2024 Bowman list, some top Lou Gehrig cards if you're wanting to invest in some vintage, and controversy surrounding Kurt's Card Care. Oh my gosh, I finally got through it! Kurt's Card Care. That was definitely my first take. Cue the intro. Alright, so in terms of CardLines typical weeks, this was a slower week. I was busy and didn't write as many stories, but the team around me carried the load. We only have 6, I think, new stories. Starting off, this is one of our most popular annual articles because when Bowman Prospects first start to hit the shelves, most of them are prospects you've never heard of. A lot of them are 17, 18-year-old kids, and unless you're just really, really big on following baseball prospects, you don't necessarily know who most of them are. The headliners in 2024 Bowman are Dylan Cruz and Walker Jenkins, according to Nicole, but she also warns that this year the 2024 set might be one of the weakest ones in a while. She says, overall, I'm not super impressed with the first Bowman prospects in 24 Bowman baseball. Previous years have had much stronger second tier, and when she says this, she's referring to, she always breaks them down by tier. So you have tiers 1, 2, 3, and 4, so you can sort them by clicking on tier on the little pivot table thing here. So in tier 1, we only have 2 guys. We have Dylan Cruz and Walker Jenkins. Jenkins was the 5th overall pick, I believe. Let me see. Yep. And then tier 2, this is the one that she says usually is a lot bigger, so we only have 5 athletes in tier 2. According to her, tier 2 or first Bowman prospects I'm cautiously optimistic about in 2024 baseball, so that's again a fairly short list. And then tier 3, which tier 3 and 4s where the majority of the prospects from this year's iteration are going to live, are the first Bowman prospects with higher risk than potential reward. So basically, on the surface level, these are stayaways, and obviously one of them, 2 of them might break out of what we've seen thus far. Obviously, they're young kids. Tier 4s, no current hobby value. And then she added tier 5, which is prospects with little to no publicly available data, so these guys are even harder to make any kind of assumption about because we don't know a whole lot about them. I guarantee if I open a box, my autograph would be David Guzman. That's just how it goes. If you haven't watched the box I opened of 2023 Bowman, yikes. Open that with MP3 Baseball. Not a good box. It was a terrible box. I got $17 of cards out of it based on recent eBay comps. 3 autographs, $17. Now, Kurt's Card Care Company has received some controversy, and we're going to dive into what that looks like. Kurt's Card Care unapologetically uses card juice, which is something you spray on your card and then wipe off, and it helps it look better. The before and after pictures are pretty wild, so check out their website. I'm actually going to make a video about their website, just kind of breaking it down and offering some insight next week, so be looking for that. But this article is really cool, talking about how recently card cleaning has been kind of normalized, so it's a way to alter cards, which according to the PSA guidelines is not cool. PSA says right here, PSA will not grade cards that bear evidence of trimming, recoloring, restoration, or any other forms of tampering or of questionable authenticity. And this card juice stuff that you spray on your surface of the card that Kurt's Card Care uses, by definition, that's recoloring, restoration. It's probably in the restoration, but according to their FAQ on the Kurt's Card Care website, they're basically saying, hey, we haven't got our hands slapped too hard because of it. So that's a thing. This guy, it's funny, his lawyer, Jeffrey Lichman, says Brent has a very punchable face, which he cannot be more correct on. I've been told the same thing. The difference is I'm a very large human. But anyways, this article breaks down the Kurt's Card Care, the card juice, and all the surrounding controversy. So give this article a read and be sure to watch for my video that's coming next week about Kurt's Card Care. I've talked before about how investing vintage is a smart way to go because those cards just progressively gain value over time. And this top Lou Gehrig baseball cards article is a very interesting way to. And this guide to top Lou Gehrig cards really takes this advice to the next level by offering some great cards of a historical legend. This isn't necessarily a countdown identifying 10 to 1 of the best cards to buy, but it does look at just some of his most important cards over the time. From this 1928 Ewing's Ice Cream. I probably said that wrong. I apologize to the company, but I'm assuming they're no longer a thing. Butterfinger Lou Gehrig, and so many more. So if you're interested in investing vintage, then this would be a great article to read. and to start putting some of these cards on your watch list. I'd recommend checking out Card Ladder as well. It'll give you some good trends if you're looking for trend lines to figure out a good target price for buying. And this will be an article that if you add one of these cards to your collection, you're not ever going to regret it. I love soccer cards so much that I thought this series was actually just misspelled, and it turns out that's what it's called. So soccer's also getting a lot of attention from Panini, primarily because it's one of the last sports that they have the licensing on, so they're going to continue being the face of soccer cards for years to come, at least we're assuming. So this Select Series A is going to be dropping, and this article is just a breakdown. It's kind of the standard product preview talking about what you expect. So hobby boxes, it looks like any other Select box, 5 cards per pack, 12 packs per box, so you're getting 60 total cards. Autographs fall 3 autographs for memorabilia cards, 7 inserts or insert parallels, 14 parallels including 5 numbered parallels per box. Boxes are selling for about $300 a pop. So this article is breaking down the pros, the cons, and then it's going to offer some investment advice. So if you're interested in learning what to do with this product, read this article. Finally, as always, we're giving away a blaster box of cards every week. So this week's lucky winner is Sean Schrader. He hasn't posted in 11 years, but he did subscribe to CardLines in March of 2024. My man, I'm going to comment. 11 years later, he's getting his first comment. So I commented, "Hey Sean, we picked you to win a blaster box of cards. Watch our video tomorrow, 4/26, and respond by next Friday to win it." So Sean, when you see this, just send me an email, jesse@cardlines.com, and let me know what sport you primarily collect, and I will get a box of cards headed your way. Oh, you're also needing to send me your address, so send me that too. I know this probably sounds and feels like a Saudi Arabian prince scam, but it's actually not. I have a blaster box of cards with your name on it. Thanks for watching this weekly recap. I got some more videos scheduled for next week that I'm excited to drop. Until then, see you next time.